Ubuntu philosophy is humanity. There is a concept, right, in Ubuntu philosophy, as I'm getting to learn and know more about it, is the differentiation, or to know what is what is individuality and what is individualism, because those are complete two and different concepts that if you don't know the difference, you can misinterpret the actions of certain people. Individuality concerns independency, you being independent as a human being. Individuality is you, singular, you being independent, you having your freedom, you developing your character. That's what individuality is about. You being independent, being able for you to think for yourself, being free to think, free to feel, and free to behave. And individuality is, it gives you a focus on yourself, so you can focus on your character, you can focus on your personality, you can simply focus on developing yourself so you can be a better you. Now, individualism is when you have ignore you ignore everyone around you, you ignore the world, and you make everything only about you. You don't have in consideration how your actions can affect nature, right? Because since you are all about individualism, you're like, oh no, it's just me. But it's not always you. Do you know why? Because you like it or not, you belong to a community, you belong to a family, you belong to an association, you belong to Earth. It since you belong to Earth, you belong here because you do. You have a moral obligation to at least be in harmony with nature. That's why everyone that goes against nature, I don't believe those people have peace of mind. And if you make everything about you're gonna act as of there is nobody else around you, as of your action has no consequences in other people, which is not true. I consider myself, I am individual, as of I know how to focus on myself, work on myself, I can think for myself. I make sure I am great, I make sure I am healthy, I make sure I am good before I can make sure somebody else is good. Why? Because I understand that if I am not good, I cannot give my 100% to somebody else. But I don't make everything about me. I know I have a community. I know I belong somewhere. I know I have association. I know I have people around me. I know I belong to this earth. And because I belong to this earth, I do things on my behalf to make sure I am not destroying somebody's life, to make sure I am not the reason somebody else is miserable, somebody else doesn't believe in himself or herself, somebody else is hurt, somebody else is failing, somebody else is just thinking that he or she is powerless, is useless, right? Ubuntu is humanity. Humanity is you connecting with another person, you understanding that the way you treat yourself is going to allow you to treat other people the same way. That if you want to attract, if you want to receive anything positive from the world, from other people, from nature, you must be positive yourself. That's why I said at the beginning that I am an individual person, because I work on myself consistently enough so I can be aware of my insecurities, so I can be aware of my negative thoughts, so I can be aware of the things I do, good or bad, so I can be aware of those things, because the things I do have consequence, and I had to be aware of those things. And how can I be aware of those things? By focusing on myself, right? By being independent, by having a freedom, and by developing my character, which is individuality. Individual Individualism is when you only think is that you all the time. Individualism individualism that word is merely the ego. The ego. No, it's me. I'm superior. You are inferior. You are nothing and I'm something. That's the ego talking. Whenever you feel like you have to put somebody else down in order for you to succeed, that's your ego talking. In order you feel like in order for you to succeed, somebody else have to fail, that's your ego talking. Whenever you feel like if you had to do good, somebody else has to do bad, that's your ego talking. And you have to kill your ego because ego is not going to take you in a place of healthiness, in a place of peace, in a place of happiness. You have a community. You have a family, an association, people around you. You have nature. Are your actions destroying nature? Are your actions aligned with nature? Are your actions serving yourself and serving other people? Because if your actions are destroying yourself, then your actions are going to destroy other people and your actions are going to destroy nature. Remember, Ubuntu is all about humanity. Humanity is you waking up every day and simply choosing to make yourself a better person so this world can be a better place. Because the only way this world can be in a better position or can be in a better place is if each one of us individual work on themselves and become a better person. Because if I am a better person, I'm going to do better things. I'm going to spread better energy. But if I am a horrible person, a negative person, a toxic person, that's all I'm going to give. Right? So be able to differentiate. Individuality is great to be individual. That you think about yourself first because you have to make sure you are okay. Because you love yourself, you support yourself, you believe in yourself. Because you give yourself all the love, all the support, all the attention, all the respect. Because you make sure you are great, you are happy, you are healthy. Because you make sure you are making yourself happy. And you don't go around life expecting or depending on other people for your happiness. It is great to be individual because because it allows you to focus on yourself, to work on yourself, to heal your traumas, heal whatever is killing you, winning you. Because if you are not focused on yourself, then who are you going to focus on? If you don't work on yourself to be a better you, are you going to work to make this world a better place? I doubt it. So it is good to be individual, right? You can have your sense of independence so you can think for yourself. So you can be able to analyze, use critical thinking, and not think what everybody wants you to think. So you can be able to question things. So you can be able to think for yourself. It's very important. So you can be independent of your thoughts, independent of your feelings. So you can have independency on your emotions, independency on your thoughts, independency on your ideas. And you can feel free. Free. You have a sense of freedom. That you know that you are not put in a box, that you are free of choice, free of thought, free of ideas, free of behaviors. But the same way you are free to do whatever you want, other people are free to take your actions as they please. You are responsible of your actions. You are not responsible of how other people are going to interpret your actions. But individualism, in my opinion, is not something that can make this world a better place. Because if you only think it's all about you, then the rest can go kill themselves. You wouldn't care. But you have a community. You are not in an island. You are not in isolation. You are part of a community. You are part of a family. You are part of a society. You are part of a group of people. And since you are part of a group of people, ask yourself, are my actions making this group of people better, healthier, wiser, stronger, more positive? Are my actions in harmony with nature, or are my actions destroying nature? So I want to make this video to clarify in case anybody has a doubt or independence. Also, let me know, what are your thoughts on individuality and individualism? Do you think those two are the same thing? Do you think they are separated? Do you think they work together? You let me know. because it's something I have been thinking when I was learning about Ubuntu philosophy, which is a great philosophy, by the way. If you don't know about it, I suggest go do your own research. Ubuntu philosophy is about humanity, right? And to have a better humanity, each one of us individually have to be better people. Let me know in the comment what you think about this video. Thank you for your attention and see you in my next video.